Do you ever get worried, like what would happen to you if you got sick, or if something just happened and your income doesn't come through for those who depend on employment, for example? Well, stay tuned until the end when I get to share you the values and importance of putting in place passive income that can enable you to have continual entry of money that is just working for you and coming in on a monthly basis. That way you don't have to have this feeling of some sort of fear or even worry that if something happened that you lose everything, or you can't even give yourself permission to be able to slow down, and because you think you have to give it all. So welcome to Sylvia Shares here. Thank you for those who have been following me. I'm sorry for my absence. As you can hear, I got sick again, but hey, I'm here again and going to be able to deliver on as much as possible. Okay, and for those who are new, thank you for checking in. Karibu, welcome, bienvenue, bienvenidos. I deliver on making money online, or just gaining time and financial freedom. That way we can all live, love, laugh, and learn. This life is meant to be lived fully. Okay, so I hope you're going to enjoy the rest of the videos that I shared more on travels and money making before I found the right path on what to focus much more on. So do check out, and let's go on now to passive income. So are there times when you think that you cannot give yourself permission to be able to slow down? Like you get sick, but instead of you trying to understand your body and respecting the fact that it's demanding rest, it's demanding just to be considered, to be taken care of in a better way. Like, I cannot lie, me too, look at me. I have been getting sick on and off because of, I love spring, honestly, it's beautiful and amazing. But then now with the change of weather, my body always takes a little bit of time adjusting to too much heat, and sometimes with the low evenings, cold and everything. But guess what? I am happy to have back some energy to share with you here today. And also I don't get worried in the long run, because I have been able to put in place some of the things that have worked, and this is the reason why I would love to share with you. Because when you have something in place like passive income coming in, be it a rental, that you have bought an apartment, you've been able to, as you're paying credit and everything, and for those who are in countries where you have good credit facility, if you're working and you have the capacity to be able to pay off some loan, but guess what, you can actually even borrow, especially if you're working, and in that way when you're renting out the place, it's actually paying off itself and in some way giving you some income along with it. And when you have good files, like financial file, okay, I'm sure your bank is gonna be definitely willing. So if you haven't considered something of a sort that is so solid, like having the rental, you just talk to your bank. And if you're in a permanent contract, for example, while you're working for, give it 10 years or something of a sort, and tell yourself, like, if you are able to do this for several, and put a tenant inside, and with the credit you chip in a little, the rent chips in a little, and if it's in a very well located area that enables you to be able to make extra even from what is being paid off on the loan, that becomes some extra income. Imagine if one apartment is just what is bringing in, what enables you to be able to, I don't know, buy your food for the month or something of a sort. It will give you less stress, basically, not to have to think about all the financial issues that really bother many people, thinking like, oh, there's no way I can be able to allow myself to rest, or getting worried. But different cultures work in a different way. Like the Americans, for example, they work like crazy and have very little holidays. And so because the system works that way, the more work you do, the more money you have, and the better. But then now, Happy Money, for example, tells us that you can be able to put in place possibilities that make a lot coming in and enable you to give you that rest. This enables you not to have the workaholic disease, sort of, but we all need to work, right? It maintains the body and enables us to enjoy life and everything. But if you can do things in the way that doesn't frustrate you, that doesn't put too much pressure on you, then you are going to be at peace. If you're sick and you allow yourself to rest for an entire week, go with it, because your body is demanding it. So respect that demand and be able to do this also. And so that is one way of having the passive income through the housing and all that. That is much more stable. If the credit doesn't stress you, make sure you calculate everything in a perfect way so that you do not have to frustrate. It's the tenant who is capably paying rent, and that rent should be able to cover the charges and give you a little surplus plus what is being paid off on a monthly basis. And the other easiest way that I have been able to put in place, and I am happy about, is whereby your money is working for you, like on a forex trading, for example, where you have platforms that work very well. If you're getting like literally 14 minimum or 15% minimum per month, like that is just amazing. You can imagine if on a weekly basis you are literally capable of getting up to 1,000 euros, for example, or even up to 3,000 euros on a weekly basis because of something you have put in place on a permanent way that is guaranteed, and that you are able to get this on a monthly basis. I mean, this is stress-free. You are able to literally enjoy moments with your family, be able to get off work, just switch off the phone for certain moments and be able to think about nothing but also just enjoying life, living literally fully. I would suggest this, that I have been able to put in place, and it is like literally amazing. It's working out perfectly. I'm not trying to convince you to try and join or anything of the sort. Whether you join or not, this is something that is definitely just working on a monthly basis, on a weekly basis and on a monthly basis. So it's your choice whether you decide to withdraw on a weekly basis or on a monthly basis. And so it gives you just that tranquility. Like now, when I'm telling myself like, oh, I have been so sick, if I was getting worried and telling myself like, oh, I haven't done videos and everything and it's gonna be bad and all, no. Choose something that gives you some sort of freedom. Like my YouTube channel, for example, it is another passive income, right? And by you watching, definitely you're supporting me, and I'm very happy and glad, and I thank you for it. And I hope that you can share this with others so that we can all grow. But this is the reason why I'm sharing things that have worked for me. This way we get to grow together, and that way you are helping me grow also, and I'm helping you to be able to put in place things that can also end up helping you. So for the YouTube, for example, it is going to be a lifetime, as long as people continue watching the videos. If somebody falls onto it and they get valuable information out of it, they get excited, they are able to share, tell somebody, oh, I listened to Sylviah shares and I got this information that was very helpful. And probably you can also end up putting on your channel to start your YouTube channel to be able to start all this. So I didn't get worried last week when I was like, oh, I didn't post a video and everything. Of course, I did not deliver to my followers and everything, which is sad. But then now they would understand that I'm sick. Whilst if you're in an employment, imagine if it got worse and you're being told like, hey, you can only take 3 days. But what if you're not okay after 3 days? Like you just don't have the strength to go back to work. What happens? you know, there's that frustration that comes in, not happy, not joyful. So you go back to work with bad energy, and that bad energy is just making you frustrated and not enjoy the working environment and all that. But then when you have this several earning streams that enable you to gain that freedom, that liberty to be able to take your time, this helps you to be able to just relax and take it easy and get well in a better way. Don't you agree? The other thing is Instagram, for example, putting in place content and, you know, preparing things in advance that you're able to post regularly. If you're able to be on lives that enable you to earn the money and all with the badges and everything, this can help also make money. But the only problem is you have to do it on a regular basis, yes. But then imagine if it was just a once in a week thing, then you are able to find the peace to deliver that without a problem, because you're not frustrated of all the demands and all the obligations that have to be there. So bear with me. As you can see, I'm still recovering, but I'm feeling better. And so I just wanted to allow you to understand the values of the passive incomes that are available, that if you wish, we can connect also, and I can put you in relation with some of the things that have worked very well for me, and this way that we can all grow together, right? So I hope you've enjoyed this video and understood the values and the importance of passive income, and that you are going to try and put in place as much as possible so that you can also secure tomorrow, get to enjoy holidays, get to just move around, be free, be happy, and enjoy life, right? So don't forget to like and subscribe, and do share out if it was of any value to you. Until next time, live, love, laugh, and learn.